Okay, hey there YouTube. Just gonna get this set up here, try and get my laptop to work. But yeah, wondering why the music's completely turned off. Might be one of those ones where it's like getting hit by copyright claims or something like that. Who knows? No, the sounds should be doing something. Hmm. Well, let's just check our other thing here. Yeah, no, getting something there, just no desktop audio. Well, we'll find out if that's also true in game, I guess. But yeah, just haven't played this in a while. I felt like playing something a little bit more chill. I was considering playing Stardew Valley, but it's actually not loaded. So I might play that on Wednesday. But I might go back to Total War on Wednesday. It'll depend on how I'm feeling. Just don't feel like I've got the brain to actually compete in anything. That's probably going to make this terrible. So what are we probably going to try and do here? I'll just make a normal sort of relaxing town, which is not what I'm usually good at. Usually I try to end up making like these gigantic sort of mega cities, which I think is kind of more interesting in this type of game, but ends up with more interesting challenges and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll try and do something here. Don't know why my laptop is like completely frozen up. I don't know these maps super well. Why don't we try something that's like an ice map? I haven't really done these. Just to get my brain juices going, I'm gonna crack open my energy drink here too. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's no sound going on. Well, I have to figure out why that is. Technical problems, one of the many reasons why I'm tired this week. Alright. Do remember this game takes a long time to load. I was never entirely sure what it was that made it take so long. Okay, so still getting no sound. Yeah, we're not getting any UI sounds either. We are getting signal from the microphone, so that's still active. Hold on a second. Okay. Well, that didn't change that one. Like, I can turn this down to 0. We'll see if that does anything. Huh. That's very strange. I'm going to try a different game here, and we're just going to find out if that's going to stream the sound to that. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's see if I can load a game up without turning this one off. This might be something wrong with like my sound card or something like that. Who knows what. Not technically supposed to have like a bunch of games from Steam open at the same time, but some of them seem to be fine when you try to do that. Yeah, sound is working for that. I just poked 20 minutes till dawn, which is, yeah, and it's recording on OBS. So it's definitely something wrong with City Skylines. It was saying in there that it's, like, detecting that I'm using streaming software, so it might be disabling my sound because of that. But I don't know why it would be disabling... Let's disable that and see if that helps any. What a weird problem. Gold FM. I'm not using Gold FM because I've turned off some music. Okay. Weird crap. What about this? Let's go open my volume mixer here. Let's see. City Skylines muted. Interesting. Wonder why I did that. Okay, well that's fixed. So that's one technical problem down. Now I just have to get this laptop to work somehow. There we go. Good God. Okay, as long as it's not on Gold FM, it's on standard City Skylines, I should be able to turn that on. Okay, so I turned it on classical. We're gonna have it on low. Wow, that is loud. I have to fear what 100% would sound like. All right, we're finally good to roll here. So let's take a look at our city here. I think we've got good farmland, so we might make this into a small farming community. Seems like a decent idea, because I think this yellowy patch means that it's fertile farmland, which is good for some things. The logistics in this game is kind of crazy, though, so it's not exactly the easiest thing to... I don't think this game was, like, well optimized from start to have that kind of thing going on. Alright. There's the one-ways. Let's see here. Grade. Okay. So if this is all going to be farmland, I think what we want to do is just sort of build a nice little kind of, I guess, a suburby kind of thing going over this way, and then we'll probably buy another map tile somewhere else and make that into a more robust city thing. Make this like maybe, I think this might all be like agricultural islands. It's kind of interesting. Alright. For now, we're going to do a cheapo type of connection here. So this is just our real inexpensive way to get people into the city sort of thing here. And then I think that if you're going to do that, you want a roundabout afterwards. I could just do an instant make roundabout. And we'll just go in here, and we're just going to go ahead and have... I guess we technically go with this kind of thing to connect up to it. And this should technically connect up just fine. Converting this from a set of one-lane roads to a two-lane should have relatively okay traffic flow given what we're doing here. And we'll start building up our sort of streets down this way. Problem is that you do kind of have to build a kind of a balanced sort of society, so we can't actually have just a tiny farming community right off the bat here. I thought I saw a car going in there, apparently going completely loopy. My instinct to build grids for this kind of thing is still strong, but let's try and do some slightly curvy roads here. Okay, so we'll build like to there, I think. I want to build a straight road here, I think, though. So we're going to get it to, I think, out to about here. We want to keep some of the natural trees, I think. Okay, I wonder how I get it to sort of follow along with this thing. Is it because I did something different here? I might have done that first one a different way, and I might have done a straight bit and then an angled bit. I think it was to here and then across? No. How did I do this? Oh god. I wonder if there's a way to make it, like, snap to that other road. Freeform it? This is why I don't do curved roads. Ah! Okay, so it's not by doing it that way. It's not by doing it that way. It's I have to get it exactly sort of on the right spot to follow along the curve of another road that's curved. Why would they do this to me? Why would they do it like this? You know what? I think it's because I did a straight section and then I did a curved section. That's probably what's going on here. Oh, I should be doing this kind of road anyway. I'll find, I guess. Alright. Okay, so I have to find a reference point spot. So let's just draw a line here, I guess. Let's do it like this, I suppose. So we'll draw a reference point line. And we'll draw this out like that. And we'll delete that all later. And probably lose money in the process. So we're going to go straight up to here. And then we're going to curve it. Okay, so apparently that's also not going to work very well because this thing's going to get in the way. What if I... How do people do curved roads? They probably do it organically and don't care about them tessellating properly. Either way. Chat disconnected. Interesting. Well, let's try and figure out what the hell's going on with that. You know, I think this is just one of those days. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay. So, screw it. We're gonna just freeform this. I think out to here. Curve. And go. Out to here. It's kind of right. Are these gonna continue getting bigger? I guess they are. It is so hard to get these even approximately right. Alright. Well, that seems good for a nice, cozy sort of neighborhood kind of feel. I guess. We'll put another road in here. Just to make transit a little bit smoother. And I think what we're going to want is to have our sort of more industrial stuff just as a little off-spoke over here, and then we'll have that connected up to the highway, sort of more directly. Or what if we did an off-spoke on here that had the industry, so that way the cargo stuff goes like this way, and doesn't gum up. It'll gum up here though regardless, so I think I actually just don't care. So what we're going to do is just make a little strip there. The reason it's going to gum up regardless is that we're going to have a bunch of cars trying to like go up here, around here, and then to the commercial, like the long way for some reason. I think that's probably what would end up happening. Either way, this is probably fine. Okay. So residential, get that painted in there nice and good. I think this is probably faster. I knew there was reasons I'd do grids, god damn it. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright. I don't know if I need this much commercial, honestly, but we'll build it. We'll zone it in. This is the strip mall sort of area, I guess. Even though that's not actually how strip malls are designed. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. I'm just gonna do this. There's probably an easier way to do this. Might be actually doing this. Oh, I hate this tool so much. Alright, there we go. This is where straight lines is just so much nicer. Alright. Because when you do this, you always miss that one little dot. Or get that extra little dot like that one over there. Alright. So, water in. Water in goes this side. Water out. Do we want the clean water out? It's not that much more, but it is quite a bit more. How are we doing for money here? I think we're okay, actually. Whenever I say that, we always run out of money, but, you know, it's fine. I always play these games, and then I wonder to myself, why did I ever think this was a relaxing game? Alright. So that's all set up. Let's get some power in. I might have enough for a gas. Or coal, I mean. Yeah. This does make it so that I don't have to get anything else for quite a while longer. And I do like that element. So I think we'll go with it. Even though it's expensive as hell. Even though it pollutes a lot. Okay, for now that's fine. So I think this technically has everything we need. We'll find out. I'll probably have forgotten something. It's been a long time since I played this. Immediately have some people babbling on about some nonsense. Thank you, Twitter. Yeah, we got enough at least to get the houses started. Let's see if they complain that we're missing anything. Because that's the real test. Did we forget to, like, make it so they can access, I don't know, like, food or something? Technically, I guess that's what this is, but... Okay. Population... We got some. Typically speaking, you don't tend to see like any income coming in until you get your industrial started, because that's where the real money is. Property tax in this game is virtually nothing for some reason. I think we want an outlet only for this. I want a highway connection sort of thing for this, though. Where's the on-ramps? I guess we don't have one yet. Okay, well, let's leave that be, I suppose, for now. In comes our first little bit of industrial zoning. These big, dirty, disgusting factories that we'll never be able to clean up from, turning the ground purple permanently around it. Lovely stuff. Can't even remember, like, what I need to unlock farms. I think it's quite a bit. Okay, how do I turn off zoning? There we go. We can sort of look around, see what our city's doing here. Getting like 1,000,000 7-Elevens down here in the strip. Everywhere is just like McDonald's. And I guess one ice cream parlor that has no water somehow. Oh, right. That's a thing that exists. Okay, fine, game. Fixed. Okay, there we go. Alright, so our power plants, or our industrial plants rather, have got some of these, I guess those must be airplane alert lights so that they don't like fly into a smokestack. I'm guessing that's what those are. That's kind of neat looking. Sort of wondering what these are though. Because I kind of doubt that's what that is. Maybe that is still what that is. Heights over a certain clearance need, like, lights to alert airplanes, I suppose. Make a building historical. No, thank you. Okay, so we're on a wintry map, so I do think I do have to think about snow as a thing that exists, which is interesting. Apparently I also need to expand my industrial zone already, which I guess that's nice. Just paint in a little bit over here like that. But yeah, we're still losing money. Might be a good idea for me to include like some walk paths between the residential and the commercial here, just so that people can get there without having to take their cars. Or we could just connect the road up at this end, I suppose. Oh, there we go, little hamlet. We can now do taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education. So priority is usually the medical and the landfill. A snow dump. Interesting. I think you can hold back on the schools for a little bit longer, but people complain about, like, garbage pretty quickly in this game. Could just chuck it on, like, here or something like that. Makes there's, like, a utility spoke on this thing. Could even get, like, some more utilities down there of this sort. Like, the recycling center could go on here. Okay, so that's the landfill. Basic clinic, we can afford that as well. Let's put you over here. I prefer having it sort of near the commercial stuff, because I think that fits better. But probably actually makes sense to have it elsewhere. And it looks like we can also afford this, so let's go ahead and chuck that in there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and increase our taxes by a little bit. Bring these up to 12. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick check here. And it's saying my chat's still down for some reason. Where is that snow thing that they were talking about? Does it go in here? Aha. I think there should be, like, heated pipes is the thing that I should be able to get. Looks like it's not unlocked yet. Well, I think we still got some room to grow, it looks like, so we'll just hang off of that sort of thing for a little bit. Let's go ahead and get those. It's kind of going to make those a little bit janky, but that's fine. Like I said, we're just relaxing. We're not worrying as much about everything being properly Tetris together, I guess. We got anyone at the clinic at all yet? It's got snow on the roads here. I probably actually do need to get the snow plows unlocked. We are still losing money, but it's coming in a bit faster now. Wondering if it's because we don't have enough industry. Looks like we've capped out at industrial demand, so that can't be it. We filled our demand for almost everything else, so it really would just be the snow plows not running that's screwing everything over. Might have a bit of growth still coming in though, so we'll just wait for everybody to move in. Yeah, we're just about in positive. There we go. Bank balance is positive now. It's minus 20. That's brutal. I've definitely lived through worse though, so they'll be fine. The problem is, like, minus 20 with no snowplows in a place is... that's the nightmare. What the hell's this thing? Oh, it's just this got a bit of snow on it all of a sudden. Okay. So... costs 5,000 for this, jeez. Looks like it's warming up a bit though. I wonder how much this affects things. Nope. It's starting to get more demand for, like, all house types. Or all residentials, or all zones. All zones. That's how you say it. It's probably fine. I might get, like, a one-way road to, like, our commercial street, but it seems like that'd be a little bit overcomplicated to make that work properly, where it's not just causing a traffic jam here instead of up here. We'll probably just have to deal with traffic jams of that sort regardless. Oh, we got enough money for this stupid thing. Oh, that is big. What the hell? And noisy as hell. What the heck? Pipeline problems. Okay, unfortunately we've grown. Right away we're going to go ahead and get the fire departments, because that's the one that can really mess with you. I'm going to put the fire department down, like, here. The reason is that fire departments tend to have to go deal with fires in these sort of, like, industrial zones. Those tend to be the worst hit. Everything else can be afflicted by that, of course, but it tends to be the industrial zones that get hardest hit. More commercial needed. So what we want to do is build another road here. Have it wrap around. Oh god, how did I do these? Yeah, that takes up way too much of the, Just trying to avoid taking out the stuff that we've already got here. Or overlapping these too much. So you can see, like, all the overlap, basically. There's probably a guide on, like, how to do this effectively. I just don't know what it is. Alright, you know what? That's good enough. You can see, like, gaps, and it's just like, oh, it's so space inefficient. No, why? Okay, so then we do across here like that. Then we do across here like this. Okay. Then we just have to make sure that this is going to be hooked up to our utilities. Alright, so that's all lovely. I haven't seen one of the snowplows yet. I kind of want to, like, look to see one of the snowplows in action. I think the snowplow place is this one. Alright, where do snowplows get to? Where's Mr. Plow? It's already a big enough a place that I can't easily find the snowplow. Oh well. I'm actually gonna connect up. What? There we go. Okay, well. I think that's still registering. Okay, there we go. I was like, why is that still registering as not having enough there? I cannot remember. I have not bought all the DLCs. Where do I find that here? I don't think I can check from here. Yeah, but I only, like, pick out the ones that I really feel like I like, and that isn't all of them. So I've got, like, parks and stuff like that. I've got industry, but I don't think I've got... I wonder if I've got the seaside one. I can't remember. And there's just a whole ton that, like, I haven't really bothered with because they're sort of newer and I stopped playing this for a little while. So I can't honestly tell you which ones I have. If one of them catches my interest, I'll go buy it, but I'm never one of those, like, compulsive, I have to buy all the DLC sort of people. It's how I play all the Paradox games. It's like, I'll just find the ones that I think are interesting, and then I'll pick up those ones. So I think I've got sort of the basics here, is what I would say.
10% military generals, 50% chimney sweeps, and 20% music composers. Thanks for the message. And remember,
alright, so we got our other competing strip mall here. Got donut shops on this side. We got a place called Salty's. We got, like, so this is the one that you go to if you want to get overloaded on sugar, I guess. Because you got another donut shop here. You got what looks like a 7-Eleven over here. Or a Lawson's, actually. And you got a dentist, looks like, which makes sense. And on the other side of the town, you've got, like, burger joints. It's just burgers everywhere. And then the health clinic, because, of course, you've got those clogged arteries. What I would generally suggest is you play the base game, until you sort of think that there's something missing, and then I'd sort of browse through all of the DLCs and see if there's something that really feels like that thing is what's missing from my gameplay. Personally, I like the parks one, and I like the industry one. The other ones, even some of the other ones that I've got, are kind of okay, but they're nothing like spectacular or that I really care too much about. But it comes down to personal preference. There's going to be people who really care about certain things and really don't care about other things. And for me, I like the ability to sort of do more zonings and stuff like that, and that's kind of what industry and parks are. They're more complex zone management. But they're not really about making your city nicer itself or anything like that. Well, parks kind of are, but I mostly actually use parks for zone management anyway. Oh, we got some crime. I need to potentially take out a loan to just get that done a bit faster here. Let's chuck this down over here. And I need more power. Yeah, recycle center. Oh god. I think what happened there was we briefly lost connection here. Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple of these here. Just barely ticking us up over what we need, I think. Yep. Okay, that's all fine now. Do we actually need more commercial? Doesn't look like we do. Alright, either way, I'm gonna delete this thing. Can I get away with deleting this? I think I can. Yep, just barely. Yeah, that's kind of how I view all of these types of games, all the Paradox games, because they pump out like a trillion DLC, and a lot of them are not necessarily things that I care about. Like, I play Stellaris as well, and Stellaris has a ton of DLC I don't care about, but other people do. So, it just comes down to the things that you think are missing. Okay, I'm running out of good room for this particular suburb sort of area. I might want to build a, like, off-branch over here, which might be an interesting challenge, how I would get it. What's going on over here? Snow problems. I'm not entirely sure I feel like it's all that fair that I have to deal with the snow management for the, Alright, let's get a service road in. This is purely for people who need to, like, do a U-turn here. Which is basically just our service trucks. Looks like the highways don't accumulate snow, which is interesting. I guess because they realize it would be, like, actually impossible to fix this problem on the highway. So let's see if this gets us, like, our truck out there. Looks like our residential demand's going down a tiny bit, which is nice. But I do need to get another... Okay, how do I plan this out here? Maybe we bring this across like this, actually. Yeah, and then we can just have, like, a little sort of cul-de-sac bullshit area over here. So this is where the roads are just gonna have, like, this one straight one over here, and then just bullshit. Because this is what living in the city I live in was like. And that's going to, like, shoot off this way, and go like that. It's like fractals. You live in fractals, and it's, absolute hell. Alright. I can't put this in because if I do, I'm going to end up in a situation where I can't afford the pipes, so I have to wait till I get some money. So, that's fine. Just put this on speed 3 for a bit, and we'll rake in some cash. Have we got more donut shops on this side of town? Oh no, we actually got, like, some burger places finally. They realized on this side of town that they cannot live on sugar alone, as much as they want to. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so we now have industry areas, which is what we're sort of going for here. Okay. We've also got access to parks, of course. I do like the parks in this game. Okay, that gave us a bunch of cash, though, so let's get that residential zoning done first. Because that's what we got demand for. Okay. And then the only way that you can live in these areas is if you're willing to drive all the way out of the bullshit area that you've decided to live in, the weird hellscape maze that you've decided to live in, and drive all the way into the main city, at which point you can, I guess, survive. Okay, like that. When I have to tear out all my piping so I can get, like, piping that works for cold weather, I'm gonna be very mad. Because tearing out piping in this game is like pulling out teeth. Alright. Alright, so this is designed by like some graphic design art team that doesn't have any idea how civil engineering works. Or road management. And it's just like, oh yeah, this will be a really pretty set of roads that will be visible from an airplane. So some airplane pilot is really going to appreciate what we've done here today. And the people that have to live there and figure out how to escape it are going to be like, how the hell do we get out of this fresh hell? And the answer is you can't. You live here now. You actually do, it's your house, but I mean, you know. Alright, that. I might actually just ramp electricity funding, because that probably is more efficient than getting new plants at this point in time. Okay. So let's continue painting our roads here. Have that there. And that, of course, branches off into this thing. Which, instead of looping around... Ah, okay. Well, I guess it'll loop around to this. Yeah, I need to just... Okay, we're gonna manage our power this way here. So, budget... 200, 200... Oops, God. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. So by doing this, our power plants are running at like over capacity, which means that they're going to produce like 50% more, basically. Which means that that'll be fine. I need to save up for high school, basically, at this point in time. Which is also fine. It depends on where you live. There's a lot of cities that are actually built on perfect grids because, like, the city designers wanted them to be on those sort of grid systems, and grid systems are really good for pedestrian traffic, managing car flow, and a bunch of other things. These kind of wonky roads are designed by more modern suburban and American city designers and planners, and they're predominantly done to make it so that it's easier to drive cars. It's also much, much worse for transit access. So there's a bunch of pros and cons to both of them. The grid system is one that I actually happen to prefer just in real life. Like if you go to certain parts of Spain, for example, there's like blocks that are perfect squares. And they just repeat that pattern for a huge amount of the city. And those areas have really efficient traffic flow and stuff like that, but they're not necessarily the most effective if you want to drive your car, because you have to constantly start and stop. Okay, let's get that painted in, just because we've got more demand for it. Build an industrial area. Oh right, we're building farms here. Yeah, so I could totally see people actually sort of like living in here. I can't really see there being good bus access in an area like this, because this area sort of doesn't have bus access. And you can really never walk from this sort of area to like a store very effectively. Whereas like sort of over here, it's a pseudo grid. It's pretty easy to like get high density. It's pretty easy for like pedestrians to sort of walk over to over here. Like this would be third place where like people just be running across the street, get to the store, go wherever else. And it's not just because I haven't like added in the sort of shopping area. Like I would probably put one over here maybe, but you'd sort of be up here and you'd have to sort of like walk all around like this bullshit. Find a way across a main road that's got like no control across it because there's not start and stop traffic, and then you'd have to sort of go across whatever grid or weird loopy bullshit to get over here. It takes a lot longer, but I mean, a lot of people like it, so actually not entirely sure how much people like it, if I'm totally honest with you, but okay, I'm gonna double check here. Let's check our map modes if I can. I don't remember how. Shit. Okay, so the thing that I need to do is figure out, like, if this is in fact actually, like, land that is good for farming. And I can't remember how to do it. I think it's this. Industry areas? Nope. Or maybe that was right. Natural resources, there we go. Fertile land, yes, this is all farmland. So I was right, that is correct. Anywhere with trees you can also use as like forest for forestry industry. Oh shit. So also go with a bit of forestry here. What? Alright, well. Ah, I see. Okay, so with that in mind, let's see how much and what kind of agriculture are we aiming for here? Probably want just like some nice, peaceful, farmy type things, I'd guess. How do I paint zones again? So it's gonna be like this whole sort of area though. Because it's like this whole area is good farmland, basically. Okay, so that turned it to farmland. Good. Good, good, good. Wait, is this not actually unlocked then? What industry did I unlock if I didn't unlock farming? Is this not an industry area? What? Oh god, I don't remember how the system works at all. It should be a farm district. But clearly I've done something wrong here. Farming industry. Well, interesting. Oh, this is probably why. Okay, let's delete all this then, because I hit the wrong type of zoning thing and then can't switch it back. Fantastic. Great. Okay. Industry area. Okay. So we'll have to figure out where we want the roads to go here. So how do we want to connect this up? And I'm thinking we actually have it be like up here. Oh, god damn it. Can't wait till I get the hydro version of those. Alright. So that's going okay. I probably want to put a little bit of commercial zoning here somewhere. I'm going to tuck it in over here. Just like corner stores and stuff like that. Probably jam up the traffic a little bit less than putting it somewhere else, I think, and makes it relatively easy access. And I might want to just footpath this so that I don't get too much weird traffic. But for now, let's get this farm up and running. Okay, so like this seems fine. Put our farm building up like here. And we should be able to get some stuff going on. I think I need greenhouses because we're in an area that's got, like, really bad weather. That is expensive. Wow, okay. Now we'll just do that. But we'll get more industry added to this as soon as we can here. More greenhouses and stuff like that. It's kind of a shame, like, it would be nice to have, like, proper fields and stuff like that. You can have animal pastures, it's gonna be like reindeer or something like that. Or do we have low happiness? Well, it's probably generically, because I haven't added any parks in yet. I can't afford them, though, so... Yeah. They want me to, like, spend tons of money that I just don't have, but it looks like we're doing pretty okay as far as security goes. No one's getting robbed, it looks like. That's nice. Alright, so I think this is a nice, quiet little sort of town. I think it goes well for what we're trying to do here. Wonder what these people in this part of town eat/drink. Let's see what we got here. We got an ice cream place. Got another one of these places, another donut place. This one I can't really read. It's like a pony thing, and I can't tell what the hell they're selling. And then there's this sign, and a ton of cops going by. What's with all the crime in this area? Interesting. Well, we'll just leave that as is for the time being. Have we paid off that loan yet? Doesn't look like it. Still need 13,000 in payments. Brutal. Okay, so I don't think this technically counts as industrial for our zoning thing for some reason. But it honestly should. It might, but I don't think it does. Okay, so we can get a small fruit greenhouse now. I don't know why the government has to pay for these. Like, if you look, there's a government upkeep cost for these. Alright, so this will also start producing for us. Yeah, it's not the same as having, like, fields. I think, like, actual farm fields is better. So I guess that's the downside to having, like, an icy type of map, but... eventually I'll have, like, a ton of stuff being grown out there, and that'll be, I guess, good or something like that. I don't know. One other thing is I have to start upgrading our roads. I need to spend so much money. Alright, let's get a basic park just so people stop complaining for a bit. Just chuck that in there. That one's not going to help very much, but I think that's going to be a little bit nice. It's all I can afford right now, people. Let's see if people actually, like, wear winter coats when they're out in a place like this. people zipping by here. It's hard to see them. I mean, if they are wearing winter clothes, it's not like heavy winter clothes or anything like that. The zoom in this game has never been like super fantastic. It's never meant to be, but yeah, I mean, they're not wearing like t-shirts, so I think that does change the clothing on these little guys for this weather. That's kind of cool. So we will actually see how many people are like in there as visitors, which is nice. You can get trams in. I don't think that we need a tram for this type of town, necessarily. I think we'll be fine without that. What I do want, I still need a high school. I'm gonna put the high school like right here. Gone on a long time without having that. I'm also gonna try and get a recycling center as soon as I can here. 16,000. We're pretty close. I think one of the ones I did get, I think I got one that does like university campuses, and I don't think I really pay that one much attention, honestly. I think that's one of the ones DLCs I don't think about very often. Because they take up a huge amount of room and they do the same thing as just building a university. Whereas all the other stuff is kind of like a little bit more interesting, I think. But I might be thinking of a different game. I might be thinking of SimCity. It's hard for me to remember. Okay, I think we need to cram in a few more people here, it looks like. So it's time for me to make this hellscape a little bit more convoluted. So we're gonna bulldoze some people's houses here for the sake of progress. Okay. Good enough for now. This isn't so much a maze, it is like a straight line that's been twisted all into a weird knot. Which is fine. Alright, do that. Instead of continuing that one, we're gonna like go like this. So you think that you're going to be able to continue down this road, but actually it just ends. You should have actually turned here and go around this way. Obviously. And then similarly, you think that you're going to be able to go all the way from one end to the other by going like that, but no. In fact, these don't connect at all. Just completely unconnected here. Alright. The bane of many an Uber driver, although I think they have fairly good GPS for those guys. Alright. So that took care of our residential demand. Honestly, I think the fractals up here look nicer than whatever the hell we did here, but it's fine. Actually, I need to delete a little bit of this. It's a bit too close to the highway. You take some pretty stiff penalties for residential, it's too close to a highway. Alright, so that's all lovely. I was supposed to be saving up for a thing, but then I didn't. Cool, great. We'll just not think about that too hard for the next little bit here. I'm liking this town. It's nice. It's got its charms. It's hard for me to really figure out, though, if I'm actually making much money out of this whole place here. It doesn't look like it. I'm not going to automate, but we'll do the other ones. I probably should get some, like, police over on the side of town, but, you know, they seem to enjoy the drive. It's fine. Nice, relaxing ride out to that side of town. And realistically, like, the distances that we're talking about here are not so arduous that it's, like, causing any huge problems, I don't think. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I do dislike that we had to put in this little tiny road. Like, Brown Street over here is just depressing. Because the only thing that goes across here is, like, those de-icing trucks. Which is actually really funny, but... Oh, there we go. Alright, these bad boys. These things produce a lot more electricity. They cost a decent amount more, but usually they produce quite a lot more kilowatts than regular ones. They're pretty efficient. I happen to like them. Post office service, god damn. Still need to save up for the recycling center. Well, it's fine. That's kind of this game in a nutshell. You never have enough funding to do the things you want to do unless you're using the money cheats, which a lot of people use, really, but... Yeah, I could use road tolls, but that's scummy as hell. I don't really approve of road tolls all that much. Alright. So... Oh, do we need a morgue? Cemetery. Okay, I'm just gonna take the 60,000 loan. It's gonna do a bunch of stuff to us, but... Alright, this is going over here. And we'll sort of put the other stuff nearby it. Elder care... They can't hear anyway, so, you know, might as well put them near this stuff. That's probably harsh, but, you know. I think sewage is actually a little bit more important than elder care, though, so let's get that done first. Priorities, you know, flushing toilets or elder care. Frankly, the fact that we have to make the decision, kind of horrific. Oh, jeez. What is going on here? Why are there so many dead people? Oh. Okay. Let's see if that fixes that problem. So they should send out some morgue trucks and they'll fix whatever's going on here. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like that fixed it. Okay, so we still have problems with money. I'm gonna get this recycling center. I don't even care anymore. Okay. Let's put that down here. So now that we've got that, we can encourage recycling. I'm gonna hit these. Don't think we need to up our recycling center efficiency yet. Oh god. Well, it looks like I gotta turn off some of these, or by which I mean probably all of these. Were those the problem? Probably. No, it's probably all three of those. Wow. You need to maybe be making some really ridiculous cash to get that to work for you. Alright, there we go. Back into some profitability.
Hello again from the classics.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need transit right now. I do want to build a park area, though. so the park area that we're creating is just going to be a little sort of one around here. I saw a really evil city layout one person did where it's like the only way that you can get in or out of the town was like through this weird park access where you got told. So basically they were charging people for pedestrian traffic, and that was the only way to get anywhere. I think I've done that as well, tried it out. It's kind of fussy to use, so I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, it is a thing. Let's see here. Ooh, there's special winter parks. Is there a hockey rink? I think these are all outdoor sports sort of ones. That's fine, I guess. Okay, we've got the basic park here. I'm actually gonna get rid of a little bit of this stuff, I guess. And you do charge for these, which is interesting. Is this the park? Pathway Road, yeah. And we're gonna have this so that's like kind of a access so you can like go through the park to the cemetery. Because there are actually a lot of sort of like parkways that are near cemeteries, which is kind of like, because you sort of want a pretty place that people can sort of walk around for that sort of thing, I find. So I think it makes sense as a design. We'll put the park cafe more to the commercial set, though. Park restrooms we can keep near the near there is fine. The info booth we'll keep on this side. Okay, and that's really raised up our property values in a lot of places here, so that's all good. Just want to boost up the zoning for this a tiny bit here. To include all that. There we go. Alright, so details about our park info. We should be able to increase the price of this as well. Getting a decent amount of visitors. Looks like I have to add in some more entertainment value to get to level up, though. Alright, post office service. Been complaining about that probably for quite a while. I can tuck that down here, I think. Keep all our services in one sort of little neat area. Alright. Child healthcare. Do you really need child healthcare? Do children really need health? Is that a thing? Let's put the child healthcare clinic all the way over here. The reason being that, like, that way, you know, in an emergency, someone can just go down to this clinic here, and it'll be fine. Elder care, we'll put that one over here, probably. It's a big building. Okay, there we go. There, hopefully they'll stop complaining about not having enough of that care services and stuff like that. Do need cops, still. I need another building in our park. Right. Probably just has to be another park plaza. That's all I can really do. There we go. I can't believe people charge for these. It's like just an area where people stand around and you pay like $10 to get into the park. And then you pay $10 to like get a meal at the cafe and or whatever, I'd imagine. Probably. A lot of people using the info booth. There's not a lot of info that you would imagine people would need a park like this. It's like, what do you got? It's like, well, we have 2 plazas. And next to us we have a cafe. But more people want to get info about the park that has nothing in it than they want to go to the cafe. We've got literally tourists coming here to visit our cafe. That's fantastic. Alright, are we losing money on this still? Yes. I'm gonna raise our prices a bit. Alright, so that's fine. So technically we could buy a new zone as well. I'm not gonna. We've got plenty of room still to play with, I think. Although, admittedly, maybe we don't. Oh, we need more electricity now, too. I wonder if we've almost paid off that first loan. Looks like we have. Great. Chugging through the second one pretty fast, too. How's this place? What do we got before we get the upgrade here? I need way more workers. This place has to be upgraded quite a bit as well. It is making some profit, which is, I suppose, a good thing. I'm going to try and get more of this stuff, though, just because I think that this is a good way for us to get income here. I don't think that this particular one actually needs, like, the most fertility, but who knows. Maybe it does. Oh. It started. Tide of abandoned buildings. Yeah, I don't think that we've got enough industry out of these buildings, or I don't even know if we get any, honestly. It's one of those things I've never just been that sure of in this game, is whether or not you can actually get industrial workers or work from the actual industry set, which is super confusing. Obviously you should. I'm just going to paint that blue and this blue. We'll just leave that as is for now. This doesn't really fix, like, the whole outflow issue of this place, but if I have a... Can I get these yet? Okay, so we should be able to just have our industry, like, shuffle stuff out this way now. And that'll be a decent outflow, even though it doesn't get everything, like, in the other direction. That's fine, though. It means it's sort of like half the stuff going out this way, which I'm okay with. Alright. So for actually getting more industrial... The other thing I could do is I could upgrade this stuff, try and get this to tier 2. Because this is all tier 1 still, basically. So I know that one way to do that is to upgrade the roads, but we can't get that yet. I need 4,000 people? Great. Well, that's going to be a bit tricky. The population's still going up a little bit. So at least we have that going for us. I wish I could keep more of this natural sort of trees here. I do need the space. Or we could build... I could do the claim now. I could do that. Alright, let's grab it. No reason not to. Let's expand our suburban hellscape here. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then we'll have to hook this up to the water. Oh, yeah, no, we definitely need more industry somehow. Oh, there goes our park. So boosting this up has some benefits that I like. Because, like, parks like this really increase land value. Unfortunately, I can't use those water-based ones, but that's fine. Two-star park. Should be able to charge more for it now. Yeah, it's starting to earn some income, too. We'll leave it as it is for the time being, though. Okay, I'm just gonna build a bunch more of this stuff. Problem with the industry is, like, I find it usually actually just, like, takes money. It doesn't earn money. Total profit negatives, yeah. I think that includes, like, the stuff that we just bought, though. We're at 127. I think I still need to get more workers for this place, so... Oh, let's do this. Let's get a trio of these. What are those explosions? Maybe that's the sound when you put in a grain silo, because they explode a lot. Kind of grim if that is the sound for building a grain silo. No, that's not the grain silos. What is exploding? Is it a lightning storm while there's, like, snow? That's just weird. Alright, I have to do something about this. Let's extend this road out this way. Oh, this thing got to level 2. Okay, great. I'm gonna extend this out like that. And we're just gonna draw that much. Just to get the demand down. Yeah, there is lightning in a goddamn snowstorm. That is so weird. Okay. Yeah, with it all being like greenhouses, it doesn't really have that sort of like field of like a rural kind of town, does it? Feels much more techy. Should have picked the non-snow map if I was going to do this. Oh god. Okay, there we go. I wonder what that dip was. Oh. That was a big random bloody dip. What the heck was that? Alright. Okay, so we can get a flour mill now. This doesn't really have to be doing the same sort of stuff as the other stuff there. Let's build a sort of like extra road for the flour mill. I feel like the flour mill, actually, we want to have it, like, loop around and connect more to the highway as well. But that's probably a bit of a jaunt, honestly. Could overpass it somehow. Well, I guess for now, let's just take the flour mill and put it, like, here. And we can have the cattle shed. Put that relatively near our meat packing plant, or whatever the heck that was. A barn, okay. I'm just gonna sort of chuck in everything here. Where'd that bakery go, though? I could have sworn there was a bakery. Farmer Workers Barracks. Maybe that's what I saw. So where you just chuck in a bunch of farmers and they work there now. Alright, well... That's probably going to lose me a bunch of money. It's fine, though. Oh, and we got more of this problem going on. Okay. Always something in this game. Okay, perfect. I like that. That's okay. Looks a bit janky. I like it, though. Continual growth. It's the unfortunate ticket in this game. Alright. I think at this point in time I really do need another police station over here. Maybe a firehouse as well. Let's get them both. Oh, heck. Wonder what the unique facility that they're trying to get me to be able to build here is. I need electricity, though. That's what we're sort of after here. I don't know, it seems to be a bit off and on, but... Just need to hit the point where I can afford one of these things. And one of these is only about twice as much as a regular one, but I think they produce like 6 times as much electricity.
Back again with another email.
There we go.
What did society look like outside of the concert halls of old Europe?
It was saying that we needed a ton more housing. I dropped a ton more housing, and then we... It said that it was fine for a second, and then it immediately bounced back to being like, oh yeah, no, you need more housing. It's like, wow, okay. I really do think that we need to get more up here, though.
And 20%. Remember, you can always let me know your thoughts, as we have resolved our billing dispute.
Yeah, I hate doing these roads officially. It's just not my thing. Hey there, None as Mattis. How you doing? Okay. That's close enough for what we're doing here. Oh god, I think I cut a power cable. Yep. It's fine. We'll recover. There we go. Okay. And shopping center up this area. Well, it's been pretty okay. It's been really busy for me this past week, so I'm kind of like need something that's a little bit more chill than what I like playing sometimes. So I'm playing some City Skylines. It's a nice relaxing game, except for the fact that actually I always forget that it's not a nice relaxing game. Getting things to snap in place is slightly driving me crazy, but, you know, it's fine. It's because I'm fussy, you know? I'm really picky about things, and that makes me play these games like a crazy person. So it's really my fault, and I sort of accept that, honestly. I could just be playing this and having a nice chill time. I choose not to. I don't know if you can build a proper mansion. The way that this game works is that you build zoning, and then like the people that live there automatically sort of change the house. The thing is, like, the houses sort of get upgraded based on like how well you've sort of done. So this is a level 3 house, for example. And they look nicer and nicer as you do it, but the way to get the bigger houses is you have to have like the dense residential. And they don't look like mansions, they look like skyscrapers. So I'm trying to think, like, what would you do for, like, things that look like mansions? And I think it's unique buildings, technically. But I don't think any of them look like single house mansions. They're more like big luxury apartment blocks and stuff like that. Or they're like those parks or something like that. Really? More electricity again, you bastards. Stop consuming all the electricity, you guys. It depends. I think there's good replayability depending on, like, if you've got different visions for different types of cities and different sort of, like, shapes of cities and stuff like that. Like, this one's actually pretty different from what I would normally do. I'm trying to make sort of a more organic-looking city here. Sometimes I try to do ones where it's like I have very specific types of transit corridors, for example, where it's like no one's really gonna drive cars. If you want that, you should actually play SimCity, because that's actually how they do their ones. Like, after you reach a certain milestone, you unlock a mansion. It's the mayor's mansion. I'm pretty sure there's something like that in here. I just can't remember which building it is, because I usually don't build those. There's probably some way to get it. Like, for example, the tax office? No, that's not quite right. Grand Mall. Courthouse. But, yeah, like, that's more of a SimCities thing. Feudalism mode, yeah. Well, it basically is. You get to, like, decide everything that happens to them. It's pretty much how this goes. I would like to get this winter market. That looks kind of interesting. I'm trying to remember, like, would there be... What else would there be for that? There are definitely mods, though, where you can, like, just build a specific big house in a place that you want. So, that does technically exist. It's just not really a default thing. Yeah, I should probably do these heating stations here. This would probably save us some power. I think that's why we're getting spikes. It's from the, outages based on this. How do I don't have any room for that. Wow. Cool. Let's do that. Looks like it's connected. Yeah. Yeah, that is... I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I'll figure that out later. I don't actually know how to use this sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, you can actually make custom sort of buildings in this game, like, without too much difficulty. It's just a thing you can sort of have. So I think I have to replace all my pipe infrastructure, and I just do not have the wherewithal for that, especially because I am done in like 15 minutes, but yeah, figuring out where I'm going to put more people, that's going to be tricky here. Especially with this fresh hell over here already being the way it is. Trying to densify it is what I really want, but I need more people to do that, so... What? Oh, that's why. I probably need a park on this set of town. Once you get like higher level buildings, they go higher density, which is like kind of the opposite of what you would actually expect. Surprised there isn't like a mod that actually just outright lets you do a feudal style city, although at that point you might as well be playing like Banished instead. Which is also a great game, so I highly recommend playing Banished, but... I think everything about doing this sort of building is like destroying my soul a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I actually was gonna play like Stardew Valley as like a relaxing game today, but I don't have it loaded, so I'd have to reload the game. Wouldn't be too big a deal necessarily, but I wouldn't say it got abandoned because it wasn't in beta, it was actually finished. So it did get abandoned, but it was done. So, I mean, it's not like Banished really like needed technically anymore. Like, there's obviously more that people wanted out of it. Because it was a good game, and people, I think, probably just wanted to keep playing it forever, but... No, it was a complete experience. The heck? Seems like a fire hazard, honestly, to be detonating them this low to roofs. I guess the thing about Banished, though, is you're not, like, playing as a feudal, like, dictator or anything like that, because you don't personally exist in the world. Like, you don't have a mansion's house or anything like that, and everyone dies, so... Yeah. Like, it would have been kind of nice if they stuck around and, like, patched it or increased the effectiveness of certain things or did certain things, but it really didn't need it. The only thing I think it did, I would want from it, would be, like, better fire management, because in that game, like, you have a firefighting system where people will grab, like, buckets from wells and try and put out fires that way. It doesn't work very well. Oh, that one does not have infinite replayability. That one, you reach a certain point and you've pretty much done everything, so you might have gotten that. I think I reached a population of, like, 600, and at that point, the game becomes untenable, so that's about as far... It's basically the limit of the game is about probably that many people. You reach sort of this point where, like, your population becomes so dispersed and you reach these, like, such crippling death spirals that you can't keep playing. The late game death spirals are really rough. I can't believe I need this much goddamn housing for you people. In this game, the two ways to sort of, the AI was kind of bad. It wasn't the worst. I've definitely played builder games where the AI is worse. Like, technically this game, I think the AI is actually worse. In terms of, like, traffic management. Carrying around food while they were going to starve. Yeah, the rules of that sort of thing is a little bit weird. I'm guessing, like, the only reason that that's the case is, like, just a programming thing. Because they do have to, like, take it to their home, so that they can put it in, like, the kitchen. I guess they can eat it then. But they do, like, bring it to their home, like, as fast as possible so they can eat right away. It's not too bad. Book fair. Alright, so we got the nicer roads, and this is actually kind of important in a lot of ways here. The reason that the nicer roads are important is if we upgrade a Switch. I have not got a Switch, but yeah, no, if you want to play Splatoon, then I guess that's the way you'd have to do it, isn't it? But yeah, we upgrade all our roads to these nicer ones, and that'll cause these buildings to upgrade to the next level, and that increases the population density, so I don't have to keep building goddamn houses. People are much happier with, like, tree-lined boulevards and stuff like that. 3 Switch games. I mean, the thing you have to remember is you don't have to only buy first-party games. You can actually buy games that are like, you know, on other consoles as well, where it just happens to be that you like the have the Switch, so you get it on the Switch, you know. Ooh, you're going to Japan. Which part of Japan are you headed to? Why are these not getting de-iced properly? Where's our de-icing trucks? Guess I have to build another one. Probably here. Might even need to build more than one. Well, either way, that's fine for now. I don't know. It depends on the type of game. There's some games that I think, even though they're available on Steam, I'd rather play them on console. Like the Persona games, for example. I do actually have, like, one of them on Steam. It's just, I'd much rather play it on the PlayStation. Depends on the type of game, really. Not entirely sure why people are happy that their, like, cars are getting yeeted out of existence here. That was weird. Tokyo? Sapporo and Kyoto are kind of in opposite directions, but, I mean, give them a shot, you know, whichever one. I have not been to Sapporo, and it's one that I really would like to go to. I have been to Kyoto quite a bit, though. I do like it there, but I think that it's probably like a kind of overly touristy place at this point in time. I'm not sure if Sapporo is. I don't know if I'd say overly touristy, actually. It's just very touristy. Alright, so with the upgraded roads, we should be seeing a bunch of people up back becoming higher tier buildings with higher property values. Admittedly, a bunch of people's houses are getting bulldozed for some reason for the road upgrade, which is weird because that should not be happening, but yeah, like, eminent domain gets, like, hideously overused in this game. I'm trying to not demolish these people's houses, though, and they're not supposed to be, because these roads are the same size as the roads that are replacing them. So, like, you should be able to upgrade the road without displacing the person. So it's weird that they're getting kicked out. Like, that shouldn't happen. It doesn't really matter that much, but yeah. Playing this game, though, like, would probably be possible without kicking anybody out if you were a really careful planner. Just really planned out where everything's going to go ahead of time. Made sure you knew exactly what's going to happen. No, I think there's still going to be tons of tourists there. It's relative, though, I guess, so probably is less than it normally would be. The other problem, though, with going when there aren't any other tourists, though, is, like, they probably will, like, strip down some of the services if it's, like, too closed down. Like, I've heard that some places don't have as much, like, stuff on menus and stuff like that, just because they know they're not going to have as much business. Shops might not be stocking as many interesting things that they might otherwise have. So I think it's kind of a hit or miss with sort of touristy places that rely on tourism. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because it doesn't actually matter that they get kicked out because it immediately gets filled up again. Like they'll immediately move back in and it'll be fine. But it is weird. Yeah, we are losing hundreds of people to that. It's fine. Just hit like fast for a few minutes and it'll rebound probably. Maybe, I don't know. Nope, still hundreds of people being lost. Okay, no, here we go. Here's the rebound. Yeah. No, the thing you gotta do when you're in Japan, or any country where you don't speak the language very well, is go to, like, a restaurant that only has the menu in their native language, with no pictures, no plastic things in the walls there or anything like that, and you just point at stuff on the menu and hope for the best. And you're just like, hopefully this is good. Yeah, you just have whatever the hell it is that you end up having. Maybe it's terrible. Maybe it's the best thing you'll have in your life and you won't ever know what it was that you ate. Personally, that's actually how I order when I'm in other countries. Is like, I will just point at some random thing on the menu and be like, yeah, I'll have this please. And they'll be like, do you know what that is? And I'm like, no idea. The truly devastating thing with that is actually if you get a really good thing, because you don't know what you ordered. Like, you don't know what it was that you got that was really, really good. And you'll be like, okay, well, I don't know how to describe this, so, you know, it's a thing that's got, like, some sort of flavors and some kind of meat in it, and I don't know what it is. Oh, that's great. You should definitely try that. What the hell is this thing? A bakery. That's where the goddamn bakery is. God damn it. Alright, bakery there. Why can I only have one bakery in the city? That seems wrong. Okay, let's get another of these snow things. Where do I want this? I'll just put it like here, maybe? Hey, you never know, that might be the best part of the cow. I think you would realize that that's something like that, though, based on the price. Like, not being like $5 million. It's just like $20 or something. Alright, people, how are you guys getting on here? This is like level 2. This one's going up, it's level 2 as well. I kind of do want some of these houses to get up to like level 3 though. That'd be kind of nice. I think I know what you're talking about. It was probably like a sweet sauce on the outside. I mean, I don't mind those sort of things. You just have to have lots of rice when you're doing that kind of thing. The only thing is, like, I don't point at stuff as mayonnaise because I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. Because I think it might have actually just been like Chinese style chashu, potentially. But yeah, generally speaking, like I find that it's kind of just, you know, probably just me that does the weird way I order, but most people I know chicken out when I'm with them. The cowards. Okay, I'm just gonna get a big fire station up here, I think. There we go. See if I can get this up to like level 3 houses. Or level 5 houses. It's going up. Education is what we're missing. Shoot. Okay, high school, we're doing fine capacity there. It's elementaries that are the bottleneck. Okay. Oh yeah, probably over here. Let's get one, like, right here. Yeah, mayo's a thing that like is tricky because like they put in a lot of stuff in Japan. Like it is very, very popular there. Still not entirely sure why, but yeah. There are certain things that I will have like that have mayo on it, like takoyaki is fine. It's not like I actually like hate mayonnaise or anything like that. I just don't really care for it, but all right. Yeah, I think there's actually like a weird restaurant in Tokyo that is like they just put tons of mayo on everything. Like it's a mayo-themed cafe or something like that. That place terrifies me. I haven't been to it, but I don't think I ever will. For obvious reasons. Okay. Well, this place looks like... This would be like a nightmare to navigate. This place I would not want to be anywhere near. Trying to drive here. Yeah. For me, it's like even less. I'm even more ambivalent about it most of the time. It's just like some of the dishes in Japan, they just really fucking load up with the mayonnaise. It's always slightly confusing when they do it too, but I just really like it. I saw someone else like doing a travel food show there, and they had like a dish that was literally just a pot of like hot mayonnaise that you were supposed to dip stuff into. That one, like that would, for example, bother me quite a bit. Don't think I could handle that at like any level. You like the suburbs? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them. I like being able to sort of like walk places, and a lot of the sleepy suburby places that I've been are not great for trying to get anywhere. Whereas like where I live now, for example, I can just walk to a movie theater, like a major movie theater. I can like walk to 3 different shopping malls. There's like 4 7-Elevens where I live. So yeah, I'm kind of the opposite as far as that goes. I prefer dense city areas. Oh, it wasn't warm, it was hot, I think. I think it was like a hot pot, except the sauce was mayonnaise.
Welcome to the classical.
Yeah, I as well would basically completely reject that one. That sounds terrifying to me too. Okay, I cannot keep up with this residential demand, like, at all. And this is becoming untenable. Like, I don't think I can just keep growing this, can I? I probably can. Yeah, we're sort of waffling at this growth point. How much do I need for this stuff? I need 6,000. We're kind of getting there. It is 2:06 though, so I do have to get ready for work. Crap. Okay, let's save game. I haven't called this anything yet. Newton. There we go. Lazy name. You never go outside. If you had somewhere to go, you could go outside, though. That'd be, you know, the way to look at it. Alright, so I have to actually head out right now. But, yeah, like I said, might be Stardew Valley on Wednesday. Because, you know, that was the game I actually wanted to be playing today. But I didn't get around to it because it's not loaded properly. But, yeah, no, hope you found this one enjoyable. I had some fun playing this. I do like City Skylines. Yeah, each of the buildings here can have, like, a lot of workers, like 12 of them. And this area up here, I think, has got, like, over 100 workers. So, the fact that, like, we've got lots of residential, each of these places is, like, you know, not too many people who actually work. So that's sort of the problem. Stardew is only worth the money if you know you're going to like that kind of game. It's filled with lots of stuff to do, and it's well designed, but if you don't like farming games, you're not going to like it. Stardew is exactly what it looks like it is. It's, yeah. But in any event, yeah, hope you found the stream enjoyable, and yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday.